Alright, here's the long-awaited interior video of the truck. It's pretty much all here. Sadly, right here over the boot, I actually broke this replacing the boot. It was all intact. It just was very brittle when I pulled it apart. But for the most part, all the panels are here. It has the ceiling panels in it. Also has the dash pad, and it even has the dog box panel down there as well. I'm honestly not sure what you really call this interior package. From my understanding, the Seattle package or VIP package could be added to, and you could add whatever pieces you would have liked. And this guy spec'd this truck very nicely. Has most of the gauges. A bunch of them work, some don't. If you're wondering what the switch down here is, I actually put the Jake brake on this so I can kill it while I'm shifting, because I don't have a clutch kill, so I can't just cover the clutch to kill the Jake brake, so I just flip the switch. I never got around to figuring out how to install that. Now onto the bunk. The bunk's actually in really good shape. It looks to be like have all the interior pieces in here. I don't really notice anything missing. Same as the front, white with or ivory with red buttons. Even has the old hangers in here that you can take off. Oh, that one's gonna be difficult, but you can unhook them, set them right back up. One bad thing is it is missing the carpet, and I never found a piece of carpet that matches the front carpet that I installed to install back here. But it's all here. It's all in pretty good shape. Strap to hold the curtain up is broken, so I had to improvise and use another strap. But one thing is this white interior really needs like a steam cleaner or something. I keep wiping it down with Armor All, and every time I wipe it down it gets better and better, but it was very faded when I got the truck. But it seems to be coming back. Back up to the front. One bad thing is I fell out of the truck one day. Well, almost fell out of the truck, and I reached up to the door seal to grab a hold so I didn't fall, and my finger went right through that side to right underneath the light. I do have that piece. I was hoping to glue it back in, just never got around to it. I think it needs a new top shell piece, but never found one or ordered it yet. The mileage on the truck, it's like 67,331. I often wonder like how many times the miles have went around. I'm pretty sure it's got to be over 1 million, but how many million? And that is the interior of the truck. Let's do a quick fire up video with it. So I did get the fan installed, hooked up.
Got the fan hub off the front of the truck. Also changed out the thermostats since we're in this far. Went with 170s. Try to keep the thing running a little cooler. Here's the fan hubs. This was the manual hub versus the air hub that I just rebuilt. Got everything back together. Getting ready to put it on the truck.
An air hub. I actually found a temperature switch and did a wired one. It had a mechanical one before. I just didn't trust the mechanical, but I went this direction. Seems to work pretty well. Cool thing about it is, with having a mechanical, I have it right here on a switch. Kill the power to it, and the fan's on. I chose to use it electric to open it. That way, in case the thing ever loses power, it'll close right away and you'll for sure have a fan. But that was my reason for choosing it that direction. Kind of happy to have that working right. That was a long time goal. But now the next thing is to get a radiator in the truck, hopefully. But it's still not leaking. Looks bad, but it's not leaking. I did run it the other day. It was like 16 degrees out, and with no winter front and the fan off, I still can only get about 140 out of the temperature on it. So it's still cooling really good. Oh, that was kind of impressive. And I did put new thermostats in it as well while I did the fan. So I had those thermostat housings off while I was in there. I replaced the line. All the air bleed lines have been replaced. Those things were so dry rotted. The minute I pulled them apart, they just broke. So that's all fixed. Slowly working at it one piece at a time. Just do a little walk around in the truck. I do have a quick attach for the rear air lines. Put a piece of tape over it so no snow gets in there, so I can hook it up and go if I need to. The International Air Ride. Brakes on it are going down. It's going to need brake lining before long. But all in all, it seems to be doing really good. 390 rears, I would say, is about the correct gear ratio for this thing. I did go low pro tires. One interesting thing, if anybody ever goes to put International Air Ride on, you actually have to have air going to the power divider to unlock it. It's reversed from an Eaton that takes air to lock it. That was a fun surprise to figure out, and it took me a little bit to figure out why the rears wouldn't unlock. But did get it all right. Actually had the front section apart and checked out the pin. That's all working correctly. The power divider works properly. I do have a low height fifth wheel on it. I don't think the bunk mount is factory, but it works. Motor does have some oil leaks to it. It is a Detroit. It's wild to think back 3 years ago, this thing wasn't on the road, and I actually got it on the road. It's never let me down. It's always covered every load I needed it to cover. It's like this truck just wants to be driven.